Life is not easy and it is not always going to be fair. Everyone has their share of struggles in this life. But as a student, you might be feeling the stress of exam, you know, because of the overwhelming syllabus, lack of motivation, the distractions coming from the social media. You must be feeling lonely and isolation because of the design of this course. You may be among the unhealthy friends group. You may be feeling the pressure from your peers. The physical exhaustion can be there because of the long hours of study. Somewhere, you must be feeling like a victim in during all the circumstances. It can be a bad health of anyone in the family, and all of this can, because of all of this, you can easily fall into the trap of feeling like a victim. But remember, the life is never meant to be easy and it is never meant to be fair. You're not the victim of your circumstances. You are just a student who is still navigating through the ups and downs of the life and the student life. Get over it, get on with it. Before you plan your 30 days journey, to appear for your May 2025 examination, you need to ask a question to yourself. What success in this course really means to you? Is this just succeeding in the exam and becoming a chartered accountant, or you have a goal beyond that? Once you become a chartered accountant, maybe you want to get yourself and your family out of the financial stress if they are feeling anything. You want to feel respectful, or you also want your parent to feel respectful and proud of whatever efforts and efforts you are taking. And it may be the recognition that you need among the professionals they are around you. It can be anything, or it can be just feeling content and peaceful after getting the degree. Keep asking this question to yourself: what is your purpose? Because unless and until you know your purpose, you are just going to be worried about the result, and that will create an anxiety in this coming 30 days. So you really need to define what truly matters to you in this journey. Because when I was giving my last leg of CA final examination, at that point of time, I had already been in the journey of CA for 14 years. I was already working professionally, and the last job that I had, I was in ICICI Lombard in their technology finance department. I had already earned enough money by then. I was already married by then. So I had to decide what success means to me at that point of time, after working for about 10 years after my articleship into the industry. After earning so much money, I already had the recognition among the CAs and non-CA members, non-CA CAs basically. So for me, it is the contentment and peace that I wanted with my life, because I had already succeeded into another leg of my life, another part of my life, beautiful part of the life called as marriage. But I was still struggling to get this degree, and how painful it is, to live in a house, in someone's house, and not getting a positive result, and getting up and seeing a failure result, and now you have to tell them that you didn't succeed, right? And what excuse are you going to make? Like, for me, the question was, what excuse I am going to give to my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, or my husband? Like, I can say anything to my parents, because that is what I have been doing for a very long period of time. Like, always giving them the excuse that because I have a job, I don't have enough time to study, and that is why I cannot complete my studies right on time, and that is why I'm failing. But is this what I wanted to do? No. So for me, my long time, my purpose was to feeling content, feeling peaceful, getting out of this misery of giving exams every 6 months. And I just wanted to get this degree so that I can decide whatever I want to do in my career later on. But I wanted to have a very peaceful life, a beautiful part of my married life after I become C. So keep asking yourself this question, because it is not just about your results that you are going to get after 1.5 months of giving exams. It is also about defining your own future and the future of your family. Now, trust me when I say this, I do not recommend anything to anyone unless and until I have applied that myself during my journey, or I have recommended students who have applied the same thing and got the result out of it. So there are list of things that I want you to do. You are gonna make a note of it and you are going to follow it for next 30 days without fail. And I am going to ensure that you are doing that, because now you become accountable to me. First and foremost thing, you are not going to give up on this attempt. No ma'am, can I give September, can I give January, can I this that? No, you are not going to do that. If you are going to skip the attempt, you are going to delay your preparation, and are going to have we are going to have the same conversation in your September or in your January, because you have wasted all your time that you thought that you would be using for doing a peaceful study. So no, you are not going to give up. And second most important thing, why I'm saying you why I'm asking you to not give up on this attempt, see, the intensity and the concentration level any student get, especially in their last 30 days or last 45 days, is unbeatable, right? You can never have the same feeling, same concentration level, same zeal for a study like 2 months before the exam or 3 months before the exam or 6 months before the exam. You will not have. So when you are in pain, when you are feeling anxious, when you are in stress, you have to use all that energy into getting the purpose, getting the goal, and getting through this exam. Everyone does that, every single field this is happening, and you cannot avoid it. Do not give up on your goal. Do not give up on May 25 attempt. Now when we are clear with that, second, your action has to be, you are going to send me your daily targets, and while you are ending your study for the day, you are going to send me how much of that you have achieved it. Even if you have not, you will write back to me saying that you have not achieved your studies because of this reason, and then you will get back on that target the next day. My number is 9049040258. Do not hesitate, you have to send me the targets. That way you will be accountable, and I am one of those person who prefers to reply as quickly as possible. Now third, in that action list, if you need company to study, and if you feel that you do not get distracted, if you have a silent community where the people who are exactly like minded, they come and sit in that sit with you in a virtual library, you can join my Discord community. It is an active community. Student like you go there, sit and do their studies, and that community is going to be very very active, especially in the last 1 month. So I will leave the link of that community on the description. You can go and join that community, sit with the student. I also need after my 8 hours of lecture, 9 hours of lecture, sometimes I also need the company to do my clerical work. So I also sit in that community and do my work while the student is studying over there. Now fourth, do not fall into the trap of anyone saying do not study anything new in the last month. See, this applies for the student who are already preparing for the rank, or who are already well prepared for their subjects. For them, not studying anything new in the last month is fine. But when you are आपका already हालत खस्ता चल रहा है, right? You have already only studied like 50, 60, 70% of your syllabus. Then in that case, it will not harm you if you study your weaker parts, if you study certain topics which are important from the exam point of view, which you have not touched or you could not touch so far. So you can pick the new topics, but you have to make sure that even if one time you are studying, you will study it with all your heart and soul, and you will get accuracy in it. You will solve question. You will not just read that concept. You will follow my method of active recalling and spaced repetition, and you will be done with that topic in one go itself, so that you can get that extra marks because of this extra topics that you study now, right? I'm not asking you to complete 100% of the syllabus. I am telling you, if your preparation in any subject is between the 50 to 70%, you have to increase that preparation by 10 to 20% at least, by studying the new topic or the topics that you have been avoiding. Now fifth point, do not overload the material. Even if you are studying any new topic, you have to study from the topic that you already have. Organize all your material. Do not keep asking from PDFs on the different WhatsApp group, Telegram group, download this, download that. Your mind will be distracted. We are trying to concentrate all our energy right now at this moment, so that we can prepare well, not that you are not going to mess your study. So you have to organize all your material do not have the overload of material material, whatever you have, it is, everybody takes it from the ICI material, past exam mock test paper only. Focus on that, right? Now coming to the sixth point, you cannot study at your place for like 4 5 6 hours at a stretch. That doesn't help. Your brain is not designed that way that it can get all the new information, so much of information at a stretch of like 2 3 4 hours. Rather, you follow a Pomodoro technique. If sitting for a long time doesn't work for you, what Pomodoro helps is like you concentrate fully for certain amount of time without looking into phone or anything. Just focus on the topic with the mindset that you are anyway going to get some break after this Pomodoro session, and in that break do whatever you want. I used to do that. I learned this mainly in my CA final preparations through one of the YouTube channel of this guy who was preparing for his MD. In Canada. So I have told this many times, and that like guy has taught me like how Pomodoro works. And then my brain was like completely focused, like in 90 minutes that I'm studying, I'm just studying. I will not get up from my place unless and until I need a bio break. But when I come back, then during that time I will, when I take break, I'll call my husband, or I'll call my friends, I'll do whatever, I'll just scroll through Insta, and that is like 10-20 minutes. I give my brain that sense of satisfaction that it needs, and I'll go back to my next Pomodoro session of 90 minutes. And that is, I'm very focused. And all my journey is documented. Damn, I have done 15-20 hours study as well in the last 15 days, where I used to study only for 7-8 hours, but remaining time I used to solve papers. And that Pomodoro has helped me so much. So focus on that. Like you study for a certain amount of time, that you take break, do whatever you want, then you study for a certain amount of time, then you take break, and throughout the day try to get the productivity that way, right? Now now we are coming to our 7 action based plan. To keep your mental health in check, I am going to conduct 15 minutes meditation session daily on YouTube, right? You come and join me in that meditation session. I will release the details of that meditation session. It will be live session. You come and sit with me. I'll ensure that meditation is a set, it will be guided meditation, but it will be set around your CA examination and your the manifestation of your result. So you do that. If you miss out on joining me on live, you can watch the recorded, but daily once, give that 15 minutes to me from your entire day, where I can be a person who can keep a mental health check. I know it is hard to follow someone like that, but try it out. It has helped people before, and it may help you as well. Then coming to my 8th point, you cannot avoid test at this moment. I am telling this to you. Either you do oral test, that is called as active recalling, or you write, because your exam is not oral. It is going to you have to write for the 3 hours in the examination. You cannot avoid writing. If you're studying for 7 8 9 hours in a day, 3 hours you can give to test. If you can't give 3, at least give 2, please. For me, from now on, 30 days, 30 papers. Imagine what will happen when you sit in the examination. Your productivity will be like crazy. Your hand will move like that. Even you won't be able to believe that where these 3 hours went. And you were kept writing the good things. Right, the right things, because you have practiced for it in these last 30 days. So for every single day, you have to take out any paper, any mock test paper, RTP, past paper, but you have to write at least for 2 hours daily. Use the black pen, write. That was my 8th point. Action hai aapke liye, you have to do that. Point 9 is watch what you are eating. If you're living in hostel, avoid Maggies. That doesn't help. It is a lot of carbs. It will make you feel lethargic. It's not right. Maggie is not the right food for you in the last 1 month. You have to watch what you're eating. Try having like some basic Indian salads. If you are going for Maggie, instead go for another easy option, some basic Indian salads. I can suggest a hell lot of things, but you can Google. Like, I'm not a nutritionist or a food expert, but I'm telling this to you. You cannot have a lot of rice or a lot of roti in your food and then feel lethargic the rest of the day. So that is also one of the reason you feel sleepy. I'm telling this to you. Don't avoid. My suggestion over here: do not eat too much. Do not. Right, it will make you feel bad about the whole day, and it's not recommended. I used to do that mistake. I used to eat 4 chapati, and if you see 2 years ago, if you would see my thali, half of the thali would be rice, at least 4 chapati. And I don't know how, when I built that bit, because maybe because of my sports life throughout my school, I built that kind of appetite that I would eat so much of carbohydrate, little bit of sabji around it, dal around it, and that used to be my daily meal. I used to be this big. So see, I'm not body shaming or fat shaming myself or anybody. You have to understand, like, the food also have some properties. It has some purpose to fulfill. If you eat so much, I don't know, like, you will feel bad, and you can't do that to yourself. So eat light, right? Eat light, it is important. And my last offering to you, last action to you: if you feel that you need someone to take care of your CA inter audit, your CA final audit, I am there. With my secret method of active recalling spaced repetition, I need just 14 days of yours. If you're in CA inter, then I need 14 days. If you're in CA final, I need your 14 days. In these 14 days, I am going to make sure that I am actually helping you recall at least 75 marks portion from your own mouth, from your own mind. I have tested that technique on myself. I do it with my student. I help them a lot in terms of saying the concept, making voice note, active recalling. And this time I'm going to apply all of that in my class itself. If you feel that you do not feel confident in CA final audit or CA inter audit, given like whatever exam you are appearing for, you can reach out to me to know about what this 14 days audit class is going to be, how you can join. I will share all of those details, but I am not imposing that on you. Please understand, it gives me no I do not like to force anyone into doing anything. If you want, you can come. If you think that my methods work, if it had worked for you in last few days since you are listening to me, and if you feel that I can be the person who can teach you audit well, and audit can be one subject because of which you clear your exam and not fail that entire group, you can come and join me for those sessions. It is going to be live Zoom sessions, active recalling sessions, where whether you have studied the topic before, you haven't studied that topic before, doesn't matter. I teach both in English and Hindi, and I can make sure that you learn those 75 marks paper in these 14 days. It is a big take that I am also going to have on my shoulders, giving you 75 marks in those 14 days preparation, but I am going to do it. So you can contact me for those classes. My number will be there on the screen. And aside all of that, I just want you to realize that none of this is superficial. I am the person who can stay in one journey for 14 years and clearing it after that, helping and mentoring a student cannot be the person who is giving you any superficial hope. I am giving action based plan to you so that you can still enjoy this journey, like the journey of pain you call, the journey of struggle you call, whatever journey you want to call it, for this next 30 days you call it. But I want to utilize all your energy, all your positivity, all your aura into clearing this exam. If you feel during this journey that you don't feel like studying, you are suffering through something, you want to reach out to me, you can pour all your feelings, and I keep your feelings just to myself. I can promise you that I'm not going to share that with anybody else. Just pour out your feelings, get it out of your heart, whatever it is, and then go back to your studies. Because especially in the last month, it is going to happen. I'm telling this to you, that when your mind is so much concentrated, you will suddenly start to think about some taunt that your family or your sibling or your friends have given to you, something that your relative has said like from 2 years ago. You will start to remember that, something that your faculty has said, anyone has made you feel little like at any circumstances, you are going to remember all of that. And that is going to happen because when your mind is so concentrated on one thing, it automatically start to get all those little distraction. It is going to happen. You cannot avoid it. Nobody can avoid it. Neither a monk can avoid it. So whenever that happens, just take a step back, Write everything on a piece of paper if you want to write everything on a chat if you want to share it with me, and just share it and forget about it. Whether I reply, I do not reply, do not care about that. But you have to let it out, let go of that feeling, let go continuously for next 13 days. You have to let go of those certain feelings so that you can just focus on your examination, right? So that's all from my end, guys. I really wish you well for your upcoming exams. I really want you to do really really good in your examination. I will not say something that I have not used during my exam preparation, or that won't work. If it any of this works, you can just come in the comment section and tell me if that worked for you. I know the video has become very long, but I really wanted to tell you that there are certain actions based on which you can clear this examination in May 2025 itself, and you don't have to postpone. I have done that mistake a lot of time, and I still regretted, like, Madhu, why didn't you become CA at the age of 23, 24, 25? Why did you become CA at the age of 31? It is not a good feeling. Like, I am a very good professional, I had, like, everything in my life, but that regret is still eating me up, and I don't want you to feel that way. I really don't. So please, for any queries, you can reach out to me, but be very specific what problems you are facing. And I wish you well. You are going to clear this. Have this one set of motivation, based, everything based on action that I have given to you. I'll just list down everything in one summary on your screen. You can follow that, and have a really great rest of the day, guys. All the best for your exam preparation, and all the best for your journey in next 30 days.